Oh wow. That did Madden. Oh, I was about to say. So they got it open. They got the roof open. We rocking with the same teams, or we doing somebody else?
Oh no, you gonna get all Derrick Henry.
Oh shit. Alright, I guess I'll bring it back.
I'm trying to treat you like a $2 whore. I'm trying to do.
Damn, that's how you feel?
I don't know what stereotype this is, but I know you just stepped on one of them.
Yo, you fucking ass. Killed it. Wow.
Oh.
Oh shit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
All right, let's get back to this again.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle.
Yeah, you ready about that?
Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yeah.
You see what Earl said? Earl said he got stiff arm about what's that? He won't worry about his girl putting a gun in his face. Yeah, motherfucker, we got questions.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one covers 24 yards.
Yeah, Eli Apple didn't even attempt to cover that dude, man.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him,
up to iOS 13.
That's why his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air,
come here.
It's his. And
get his ass.
So we got 3 and 1 tackle. Do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry.
Why is second and 8?
Oh my God.
Trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive
Yo,
to that.
jeez, he pushed him down so hard his other man fell.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
Yeah, that shit is not funny, though.
Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 50.
Yeah, man.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball
Hell
kicks
no,
out of
but
bounds
he's-
at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15.
Yeah, when
inside
Brandon
the 5.
Jacobs first came in the league, man, he was tearing motherfucking defenders up, bruh. Like he was literally running them over.
The first carry
Ball from the
is
Redskins.
Kamara.
He ran over the ball from the Redskins
Past the
too.
5 to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, he put him on his
4 yards
back.
there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
Ooh,
That's
damn.
absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what
I
they
ain't
talk
letting that
about those
little
all the
nigga
time,
get
about being ahead of the chains, on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Uh,
Right here.
Bree's going to try and throw on
I see the ball. Come on, man. I hate this slow throwing shit,
That's
man.
for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their value.
Nah, but I threw with Eli Manning though.
The home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Humphreys now.
Nah,
return.
shit, man. I think it depends on what play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Set. 60 out now.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, Marshawn.
To the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I'm no longer throwing the ball.
Timing is everything on a route like this. You're trying to drive that football into a tight spot.
There's no
And if you're a
fucking such
little
thing
early
in
or a
this
little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, it's my son sitting right next to me and shit, watching me play this game.
Disadvantage of blitzing often alters normal
Yeah.
spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
Oh, he was off of Maine though, you know what I'm saying, when Maine had freaking Baltimore. Talking about go. I said, son, you rooting for the wrong team, man.
Slipped one tackle, but no
Yeah,
more. As he's
you know what I
knocked to the
mean?
dead behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
Come on,
10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's right. Yes, I did.
Coaches always talk about finding balance on offense.
That's right.
You
don't go against your daddy.
Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's got Smith here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Try to pound it in.
Come on.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And just 1 man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ooh.
And all that work, but he stopped
He's
simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Oh, man.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they got the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Shit.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage again at 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with him.
I knew you was going to try it. I knew you was going to try it.
Somebody about to catch it.
How many times do we
see he still got the first down.
Kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people
fucking
miss.
bully, man. That's what he is.
Two and throw a hole before it can close down. Some of the benefits
He's
of that
bullying
speed,
this
not
shit,
just
man.
outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A couple of first downs.
That's number
on the
2
drive
already.
As
I'm
they'll
gonna
go
count
from the
these
47
motherfuckers.
now on first down.
I'm gonna count these motherfuckers, these bodies.
Henry.
Not this time.
Not
this time, buddy.
On the last attempt, here they get him behind the
I'm gonna take my
line.
sweet time in this
What do you
game.
think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just
Ain't
holding
gonna
the
get out of
line
hand
because
like
they're doing
it
their
did
job,
last year.
but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Oh, shit. All right.
And down he goes
All
at
right.
the 49.
Stop him there. Stop him there.
40-yard pickup.
Yeah, son, You need some Ritalin or
You like to
something?
blitz even on
Relax.
rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Down. 8-3. Quit talking about it and play it.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side line.
come on.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of
Oh, my
confidence
gosh.
that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Yo, man, did you go get that? Did you go get that grill? You barbecue tomorrow?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans
No, you get it.
offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Come on.
I don't want to do that, man.
Alright. Gotta play smart here. Gotta play smart.
Ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54. I got one.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze.
Oh,
This one
come
complete to Smith.
Block, yeah.
He's hit the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New
Oh, this
Orleans.
dude, man.
Traquan Smith, 98
It was
yards.
bad, man.
And the Saints are able to strike
I hit
quickly
over the
for
top.
6.
This nigga comes in anyway.
And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings
That's why I don't
everyone
even
to
bother
their
with
feet in
the
the
adjustments,
stadium,
man.
and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Exactly what they used to call Brandon Jacobs, the
Decision to
tiptoe
bring him
burglar.
out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Oh, man.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and
Slanging
24,
that
25
thing.
plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just
Here, Cam.
inside the 10, back at the 9.
Yep.
Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Nope, that's a sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Ooh, I thought he had that shit.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after
The ball popped in
Ooh,
the air and
good pick.
intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
Past the 20-yard line.
That ball saw all fields,
Hit
man.
Thomas that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings.
He could have caught that shit, man. That's the way it looked.
Defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run.
I'm scared.
As they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Get these niggas to block, man.
Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right.
Damn, I thought I had. Ooh, way to recover.
Come on, man.
Good protection.
Way to
outside.
recover.
They couldn't hook up on the long one.
Come on,
now it's
man.
3rd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game.
Why
We're
you
still
gonna
in the
float
first
that
quarter. He's
pass
already
like that?
thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right.
Oh,
Gets it
good
to
catch.
Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's how
That'll
we
be
got
marked
throw
as
it.
a
That's how we got
27-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. And sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
Yo, I saw this nigga coming, bro. Wait a minute.
Pickup for Tennessee.
Yo, because if he would, you look, man, if he would have got by him, yo, it would have been trouble.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That might have been a touchdown right there. Because all he got to do is stiff arm another, and he gone.
Oh my god, that nigga said,
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is out in the open field. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Shit.
Oh no.
This offense finding its
Who gonna do, who gonna do the honors?
Hello, 911. Yeah, I just been assaulted.
Ooh, yeah. Come over here. Come over here,
I don't
Humphrey.
understand that in a blocking scheme. Why you let the block? He pushed me right into it.
Yeah, he did.
And it'll bring
He
up
sure enough did.
13.
Look at this shit, man.
60 or.
Why do you fucking do that? Makes no sense to do something.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there.
Damn, man,
Gets
this nigga
an
having
extra
fun
yardage.
stiff arming these niggas,
Looks
man.
like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
You ain't putting them no fucking points, huh?
10 logo. Ready?
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Where's the ball at?
Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes
Yep,
it had
he
been
straight
7
missed that
on
receiver.
7, or maybe even routes
He
versus
definitely
air.
missed that receiver.
Because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10?
It's like no matter what quarterback I had, that shit keeps happening. Like, why do you fucking throw the
This
ball
one
like
angles
that?
out of
Oh
bounds
my
in a good
gosh,
spot
man.
in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm in the wrong offense. Damn.
Easy, opposite.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Yeah, give me something, a little bit of breathing room.
Out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. They complete it to Hill.
Oh! Come on, man.
And good field position
Really takes him.
coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
This nigga here, man. Here we go.
Zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
It ain't that bad, man.
This is Henry. They'll get this down inside the 10.
He better not go through there.
Defenses always talk about earning the
get
right to
3
rush the
yards just
passer
off
on
of
3rd
breathing.
down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nothing doing.
Everybody lined up.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the
That's what
play
you
there,
gotta
so
do.
they're
You
left
gotta
with a
keep
3rd
him
down and
from
6. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard,
Yeah,
but
keep
he
him
stopped him there for
momentum.
nothing.
You're talking about Tiny?
No minimum.
You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster.
He
Yeah,
give
you're
them
exactly
momentum.
right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down
That's
and
your
not let him
ass.
find some space.
Mr. Postman.
The first guy in,
Got it.
Damn, that line. All I need to do is on that block for 2 seconds. Though.
Cameron
That's
Jordan
all I need
able
you
to
to do.
disrupt yet
It's
another
2
pass
seconds.
play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Couldn't fucking do it, you fat piece of shit.
And the 10-year vet bouncing through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
You fat piece of shit.
Getting set for the next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief?
Come on, come on.
When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this
Somebody
one
do
up
the
to the
touchdown.
44-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so.
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the
Ah,
read,
shit.
figured out what to do.
Damn it. Yeah.
He's taken down.
I
Jeffrey
gotta start getting used to throwing the
What a
damn
play
ball
by
away.
him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open
Good, very fucking
He's
catch,
going to have another
Thomas.
1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the
Doing that
receiver before
bullshit.
any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 10th carry for Kamara.
Ah,
He's
shit.
going to get stopped up quickly.
Got caught
Give
up,
him a yard
man.
down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and
Yeah, I know. That's why I stayed there.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense.
I already knew you wasn't gonna let me have that
type
shit.
of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze now. And he finds Clark. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to
Like a
get
pinball
open.
machine, bro.
He finds a way to pick up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on second down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Camara.
Come on.
Get this down to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions. You know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I'm worried about them not doing their job.
The offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Camara trying to run for it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18.
I ain't trying to hear shit. This game ain't over yet. We know how the last game went down.
Man, I can't.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And look, I couldn't get the offense moving either. You know what I mean?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Ooh.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10
This is just
as opposed to
too many
21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Oh, good
For
catch.
here, and this will be
Stay in possession catch.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. Tannehill now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball.
I thought he was running that damn ball. That's what I thought.
Here's Tannehill. Into a
Look at
It's intercepted. Hooked up by Van Bell. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Take
That was
it,
a
Bell.
very nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. The box, the box. Get ready.
Throwing on second and 8. Breeze.
Oh, shit, he couldn't get behind him.
Deep for touchdown.
Oh, he still caught it. Man.
I got position on the ball.
Michael Thomas.
Oh, I thought that was trouble.
Yards. And the Saints
For me, at
able to
least.
stretch that lead out further. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver.
Yeah, he
who can
definitely
also
has.
make big
Yeah, I
plays.
thought it was going to be picked off.
If you underestimate
The animations in this
run
game
past you,
kill me.
just
Like,
jump
that's
over
not
top
real
of you
style.
and
Oh,
continue
shit,
to
yeah.
make those big plays.
Why are you knocking me out the play like I'm not even there?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
tough this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no?
Look at this shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, our receivers just fucking don't run a routes.
So that's back-to-back drives
What
where
are
they
you
throw an
doing?
interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down.
Ah, shit.
Nearly picked
but I
off
can't-
there, almost intercepted.
he was
Instead,
there.
second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is caught by Ginn. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Oh, hell no. I ain't taking a field goal.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Where the fuck is the printer?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe,
Nope.
so it is
I knew I wasn't
a
gonna get it.
60-yard attempt here. And that is
Well, I had it, too.
good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is
Oh my God, right those hands.
right
those hands.
by Eli Apple. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Right through his
Just
hands.
looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the
All
man who
day,
stood in
that's
this
a
spot
possession
before. He
catch.
always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions
All
result.
fucking day. Nope, can't catch that.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. What I say?
To throw again on second down. Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
Might be those damn pretty
As
ass
they stop
jerseys.
it with 16 seconds to go in half number
Damn it.
1. Able to get
Shit.
7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You got nothing.
Breeze to throw again.
Shit.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Switch that guy.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Just let him fucking do whatever he wanted to do.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we get
had that shit in his hands, too,
see
man.
how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Oh, my God.
The pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Oh,
Harold Landry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Yeah, we know. He should have been through that ball, bro.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
He's coming straight in and he turns. Why does he turn?
All the yards, completions, just another play that's
Why
a
are
feather in
you
the cap of
turning?
the great career of
The
Drew
ball
Brees.
is right from you.
Wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
This nigga has a pick.
Huge play there on the screen pass.
Like he knew where your route was going.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going for the ball, he goes after the route. And he could have had the fucking pick.
On first down.
Yep.
This shit don't make no
Working from the
sense.
gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical
Gotta hold on to that, bro.
There, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, you're putting 2 off third down. You're a little off balance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Get after them early and try and create a big play to give
That was
themselves
a
some
pick
momentum.
right there, bro. You was right there.
Just a small glimpse there as to why they
Oh,
like this
my
rookie so
God.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Can't believe
Yeah,
you
when we
missed that.
talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking deep down, and that's
Oh!
35.
Good shit. He got it.
There he goes, left side.
What happened?
Touchdown, Titans. A.J.
GQ.
69
Yeah.
yards.
It's the other way around, bro.
Cut into that deficit.
Yeah.
As a former DB, you might not like to see it, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays.
I came back in that Redskins game.
Both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Ooh, yeah.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got some special teams work.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, it's Kamara. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, man.
Misses the target, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes Humphreys on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored a touchdown.
Don't get this Don't get this motherfucker warmed up running downhill, man. Shit.
Keep it on high so you can keep cutting into that lead.
Now Lewis here on first down.
Yeah, I can tackle this little nigga right here, but
the 43 that
that big
time.
motherfucker.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now. It's
Oh, God, he can't block in this fucking team.
at the 38. That's going to go down.
Oh, he blocks him. That is fucking gold.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit.
Look
They
at
have to do a
this.
much
Look at
better
the
job in the
size
run game.
difference.
Caught behind the
Yeah,
line of
no.
scrimmage. No yardage to be
Come
found.
on, man.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd.
Oh, where am I going?
Taken on 3rd down, but it's
That should have been picked off anyway, but where the hell was I going?
Attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it.
I took the-
Oh, my God, dude, I hate this fucking
In order
game.
to get back into this game.
Good
Dude,
thing they do have a little bit of
That
time
was a
here still
tap
left in the
pass.
contest.
There's
Decent
no way
size
you
deficit,
overthrow
but
that.
not one that they can't manage. And he gets
Yeah, we
it
should have had that take that to the
directional
house.
kick going toward the sideline.
the fuck is a tap?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Yeah. What are you talking about, man?
There's no way you get that shit off.
Now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara.
God
He
damn.
went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Next year gonna be perfect, Nate.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up
Because
second.
2K come out,
When this
so
offense gathers to
EA
watch the
gonna have to
tape,
fucking
they're going to like a
EA
lot
gonna
of what
step
they
the
saw. They
game
put up
up.
big numbers, but they might fast forward.
They already
to
got
that last play.
they got a release date for 2K already?
Partner. I've sat
The
in those
game
sessions
is coming out
before.
next year. The contract's up
More
this year.
time on the bad plays
shit.
than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know
They
sitting in that room,
can't fuck around with this game no more.
Nah, hell nah.
You don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A game there of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set
I keep dropping that shit out there far, man.
That I'll give you, man. That I will
picks
give
up
you.
his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just
If they
face it.
take animation out of
This
this
offensive
game,
line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Oh my gosh, come on.
Harold Landry getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the punt team
They're trying to give him some competition, man. They got to give him some competition.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Shit.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain.
They keep that shit.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now. All the work he's getting.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And so Lindenberg.
Yo, I knew it was coming because I tried to hit stick you this shit. It bounced right off his ass.
Big man, no wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know.
He spent 15,000 on the squad.
And I'll never see that nigga in any of the man gyms.
Nope.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
Oh, shit, he's about to run with Henry again.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown.
Can I hit him backwards?
He will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I'm about to say, man, I don't know why he's getting back to that. That's the shit I'm talking about. It's a straight line route, and he fucking comes back.
Tannehill now is hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's first and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. He'll get forward for 3.
Hand off to Henry. That's all I hear.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this
one. Defensively, I think they were determined not to let
Ah, shit. Oh, This shit.
Somebody come and get some of this.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
That bullshit.
And the Titans are able to close the gap
Somebody
just
come
a
and get
bit.
some of this.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Yeah, hold up. How the Pop said it in motherfucking Friday? Nope.
Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Oh, look who it is. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Yeah.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for the next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're
Yeah,
also
but
not
who all else is open?
like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing.
I don't really think defense had a bad defense anyway, though.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans.
What?
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got
You
the
gonna trade
football as we
Mahomes?
start the fourth. From the 32 now, here's
Yeah,
first and
he-
10. On the ground, this is
Oh,
Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain,
You trying to get a
second
first,
and 10.
second, and third? Oh shit! God damn.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right
He
there.
trying to give you Jerry Judy. Who else? Amari Cooper.
Bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he will be very
What?
close to a first down.
That should have been a first down, man.
To the referee.
That nigga came back
And
across
that
the
means
line by
fourth down.
himself.
Yeah, he did. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, he came back across the line. Ain't nobody touching that.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at that shit like, God damn, bruh.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Oh shit! Look at this.
They run. It's Kamara.
They came the wrong fucking way.
I thought Kamara had more speed than that, man.
Reaching the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I know the game's not over.
You over there
There's got to be
farting?
a sense of satisfaction right now
me,
for a guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go to the central ball.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, that is crazy.
He got to relieve himself.
The promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he
All
getting
the
stronger as this
goddamn
game
beard
moves along?
shit, man.
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do
Come out
believe someone put a
somewhere.
lot of time in the
Oh,
offseason
shit.
and continues to
That
condition
nigga
during the
crazy.
season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Breeze.
Oh, oh!
Out of the end
Damn.
zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can if you just hand it off inside.
Yeah, I'll put cheese on right now on the speaker.
Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it,
yeah,
you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Breeze.
Yeah. Yo, he did not. Yeah, he did not jump at all. Yo, he didn't put his hands up.
He came 5 yards up.
Yeah, he did. He didn't even defend. He didn't even try to defend the ball. He didn't try to defend the ball at all. I seen that shit. I thought it was gonna be picked off.
That should have been. He come 5.
They're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like him. But the other thing
Nigga standing right there in position and fucking takes himself out.
They're worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Yep.
Nope.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, it's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, shit. I knew he was going to the outside.
Down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Okay.
The front
putting
out
that
the
defense.
pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. His first and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To the air again, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flush to his right. That's going to be
why would you bat it out?
Incomplete. Eli
He must have thought that shit was going to be a pick.
as he gets in and knocks it
Oh
away.
my God, it's
Another
right there.
incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Tannehill, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Ready.
Oh, shit.
You kill.
Breeze now on first down. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Breeze.
He did it again.
Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's just singing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
Singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Yep. Give me that pick.
I've got confidence in you guys.
Picked off.
Man.
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
I don't want that.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more.
In the game.
And he goes down.
Would not let me catch this line in the
Ends up play with a sack.
I'm loading up now, about to let you know who I
3rd and long. It's Tannehill.
There we go.
And they work this well on field across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers.
Oh, got the drop cheese today.
And they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big time. Amongst his team, how do we get the passing game going?
I thought I was a touchdown, too. God damn.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
He was better off with Miami.
To the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Well, it don't matter because I'm going to drop it anyway, though.
Oh, shit.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check safety, check safety. Check. Lucky. Fine.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill.
I knew I fucked that up. I knew I fucked that up. That was the wrong defense.
Before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing again is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by
Ooh, damn, he hit him on the ball. Taking
it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Josh Rosen and Jameis Winston for quarterback. They got King,
They'll try to
Drake,
run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Then they got a rookie, got 91, 95.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marcus Davenport, the
got
first
Mike
round out of
Evans,
UTSA with a sack.
Donald
Really in a
McBain.
hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
I think he'd be better off.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Oh, come on.
We're going to see this one in the end. They get a
something in
score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now.
Damn.
Still down big.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot
Fuck,
better
man,
now,
he's
don't
right
they?
there.
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
89 is better. Let me look at these Lions.
That's fielded in the end
Lions got
zone.
Kerryon
And he
Johnson.
won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee.
Then they
and
got
they'll
a
start
rookie,
at the
got
25.
93 speed, 89 is better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their
And you gotta
drive
hit him
started.
develop
We've got a
first. Yeah,
lopsided
he might
game
be
here.
good.
I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game
They got
like
a
this in the
damn
fourth
good
quarter?
Hold a second, let me thumb to the proper page on that. Notice this. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Kamara. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Hollywood is staying
Oh, that's one to
27.
warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Breeze going to throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hang on, bro.
Play action. Breeze. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Oh, man.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
55. Hey, Haywood. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception.
Good shit.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Just two teams down for you, man.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one deal here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Damn, that right tackle gave up 6 fucking sacks. Told you that boy couldn't block.
Who's the right tackle?
Conklin.
Man. That's unusual for him, though, man. He's not really that bad.
Garbage today.
Damn.
Matter of fact, only one other lineman gave him a sack. Oh, 3 sacks.
You done? You done? You trying to get your ass whooped again?
I'm trying to see what's his name.
I want to tell you, too, Jamal, the hell, if you needed this running back here, you can always come shop with me over here, because shit, I'm stacked. Yeah, but here, hey, look at the Black Knights. That's me. Like, I done got there this fucking building over here. Yo, what up, Steve-O?
What's happening, baby? You hit me up. You all right?
Yeah, you done with your game?
Almost. Give me a second here, bro. Yeah, you're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I seen you was up.
I just stopped him. You know what I mean? Now I'm just gonna play some sound shit right quick. Quiet and relax. Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. What up, Steve-O? Kendi.
Nothing too much. What's poppin' news? What's up, GQ?
Yeah, trying to get Maloney on in the league, man. Get him to come back and ball out with him. I'm trying. Hey, if you get them damn Chiefs, you can be all right with me. Oh, and then with the Chiefs too, Jamon, I forgot. When you look at Tyreek Hill, we'll put his speed back to what it's supposed to be. We had suspended that player for the previous owner.
Damn, man, speed dropped like that?
Yeah, we put his speed and acceleration on 6.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, that's how we suspend players. Like we take a picture of the speed before, and then when we drop their speed down for the suspension, we put it back at what it was.
Right? You take that over. Because you're going to come up in the middle, so you don't want to be too close. You just trying to strip it. What I do want? I thought you was just going to go straight up. You went too much over to the left, and that's how it comes from.
I'm about to put them back now.
You scared to throw it.
Smart.
D-Dog gonna have a fucking heart attack, kid. You heard me?
Yeah.
Like now, Jamon a damn good player. He had the when we was in MT3, you know, he always had the Steelers beating everybody ass. So yeah.
Right.
D-Dog about to have a fucking heart attack.
Time out.
Got some competition over there in his division.
See the way I read that?
Alright, I put it. Hey,